I haven't seen any tangible
I don't know if
difference.
you know this, but do you know how many people have joined Rumble since you've been on the platform?
Well, I don't want to sit here and take all the credit, but I'm going to. Even though I don't want to, because sometimes as a man you have to do stuff you don't want to do, right? But I did know that's just part of being a man.
You're fucking.
You just got to get up and take all the credit.
I'm so happy to have Tate part 2 on the pod.
This is great.
Let's go, baby.
I got so many questions. Go ahead though.
But before I got banned, I never heard the concept or the idea or the conceptualization of someone saying, if I get banned, I'll just move to Rumble. I never heard anyone say that. And then after my ban, I've heard it about 50 times.
True.
Everyone's saying, oh, well, Tate, they banned Tate and he's bigger than ever. So no one's afraid of being canceled anymore. Part of that is absolutely massive credit to Rumble and the platform and the CEO because they're visionaries. But also it's me showing the world that even if they come at you with the hardest cancellation method, they came at me like they came at Trump. They came at with everything.
But I think with yours, and in my opinion too, because I'm watching everything. When I mean, there's always been problems and, you know, an issue with free speech on social media, but I think your situation, to me, that was the game changer for me.
One of a kind, though,
that was like,
yeah.
After that, I was like, all right, yo, they made a statement. Like, now it's different. Anyone can be deleted. Like, we don't have free speech.
Yeah.
So I think what happened to Tate was that was the shift.
Yeah. I got to ask you, did you know, kind of along what you're talking about, Kyle, but did you know, like before you got into all this, that the clip thing was the nature that was going to propel you, like the TikTok, making the clips, like, because you didn't actually have social media. Like, you weren't like on TikTok posting.
He was on the
TikToks.
gram.
He wasn't really on the gram. Like, his content was like crazy explosive on
The
TikTok.
IG was just to
You
probably
had
get
an
DMs
IG,
from girls.
But
and
were
shit,
you
right?
like aware that TikTok was going to be that thing that was going to explode you to that level? Because we just talked about now you're off of it, and that's what I'm saying. Your case is unique because you are a person that, like, even prior to like your popularity on Instagram or those other platforms, you had popularity amassed from your audience that was like sharing your content. So that's unique. It's not like a regular person who got canceled and they're like, well, now I'm gonna go to Rumble. You already had visibility, because I see you every time I open up TikTok just because people are using your content. So was that a part of your plan?
Yeah, I'm a decentralized brand, right? So even thanks. And tell the Shisha guy to bring it.
The sheesh would be clutch.
The sheesh man. Is that his only role?
Shisha man. Yeah, he comes here every night and he makes shisha.
Bro, that'd make the pod.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So yeah, I'm kind of decentralized now. You can't ban the idea, right?
Yeah.
And they've made a martyr of me. We attacked absolutely every platform. When we put together our plan, it wasn't just a matter of attacking TikTok, although it's been super effective. We attacked every single platform. We did it professionally. We did it completely and utterly and compendiously, and we did very, very well. But yeah, they tried to ban me or my accounts, but it made absolutely zero difference.
Yeah, I noticed that.
You're right. Most people are not in that scenario. There's been a lot of marketing studies and a lot of people who have done podcasts now who are talking about the Tate method and how I did it and saying that they're going to replicate it, et cetera. But no one can truly, I don't think, replicate what we did, because one, they don't understand the secrets of it. And two, even the surface level things, which I'm open to talk about. I can produce a lot of content, and I can do it by being an interesting person who just talks. And that makes me in a unique position in social media, right? So like if you look at, because Mr. Beast
just said that.
Mr. Beast did a part on me, and he said, yeah, you can do a podcast, you chop it up, then he's all right. It's cool. The reason in my business philosophy and my life philosophy is that efficiency wins, right? If I had to get in a fight in a boxing match, and I had to box someone, I had to be as efficient as possible.
Yeah.
In the Kung Fu movies, when you see a guy doing a backflip to dodge a punch, the reason you don't do that is because it takes more energy to do a backflip than it does to throw a punch. So you're going to lose in the long run, right? You have to be as efficient as possible. For me to get 10 million views, I have to sit down and tell the truth. For him to get 10 million views, he needs to build a house and get fucking this and money and da-da. I'm more efficient than his channel. So in the long run, this is why it's hard for people to do what I did, because to produce content that gets that many amount of views, and it's not just talking, you have to spend serious money and time, and it just doesn't work.
Well, wait, hold on. I think going off that, he also said that you started this method where you went on every single podcast, but that wasn't true in the beginning.
No, absolutely not.
You would go on a podcast for 2 hours, but you would say so much shit that you could clip up, that he thinks he's like, I got to go on every single podcast in the world to accomplish what you did.
He didn't relate it like that directly. He just said that.
He said that on the last one.
He was just saying just about the
He's
fact
shitting
that
on
clips
Mr. Beast because he got rinsed in poker.
No, it's just about the fact that the clips
You
that
play
were being
cards?
used.
I do play cards.
Yeah, he beat me for 100K.
Of course he did. And
What do you mean, of course he did?
Listen, of course he did. And
Why
I'm
do you
not-
say that?
Bro, that's life. And I'm not insulting Mr. Beast in any way. I'm just saying that he was wrong about a few things. Firstly, I'm certainly not a podcast whore in any regard. In fact,
That's what I'm saying.
I turned down 95%.
That's what I'm saying, bro, Brad.
And I want to state all this, and I'm not being arrogant. The easiest way you can guarantee a big viewing channel on your YouTube right now is to get me on it. Number one guarantee. Do you think every single YouTuber on the planet hasn't tried to get me on their
Who have
pod?
you turned down?
All of that. Name. I don't even know these people
Who's
are.
big people you've turned down?
There's people. The big people who I said no to primarily is probably because of location. I want to do them in person. I don't want to do it over Zoom, etc. But I get maybe 50 podcast requests a day from fuck knows who. So I'm not Mr. Podcast.
Have you ever charged to go on one though?
No, I don't charge people. I allow you all to enjoy the monetization of the millions of people I'll bring you for free because I'm a charitable man. I'm very generous and nice. My house is big enough.
Yeah,
yeah, so that's the first thing he's wrong about. And secondly, yeah, you have to sit there in that podcast and you have to give 2 hours of fire. You have to give genuine value. And that means you have to live a life worth living and you have to have interesting stories and struggle and blah, blah, blah. And that's the hard part, right? That's the real part behind it.
Let's talk about value then. Why do you think, because you're also at the perfect time, perfect like place and everything too, as far as like this kind of content being sought after, like clips and like content, long format content, speaking content hasn't always been the popular content on the internet. Like it went through phases of like, you know, pranks and it's got like family channel stuff. I talk about YouTube specifically, but now it's come to a place where this is like the most not important. I mean, I think it's the most important content, but it's also becoming the most popular content.
Podcasts are getting clipped everywhere.
It's
now.
insane. So you hit right timing as well.
Correct. Yeah. And everyone has ADHD now. I think the world genuinely, I think everybody suffers with their attention span. I could talk even from me from a personal level. Have you ever needed to know how to do something and you try to look up the tutorial on YouTube, like a phone saying or something, and you load up the video and he goes, hey, my name's Mike and I'm going to explain to you. You're like, fuck off.
Yeah,
click, next. And you end up spending more time trying to find
my
it
God.
than just watching it because you can't listen to some idiot. Like, I don't want you to introduce yourself. I don't give a fuck where you live. I don't care if you're married. I don't care how unhappy you are. Tell me what I need to know now for free. So like it's this life, right? Bro. So we all have massive ADHD to a degree. None of us have any kind of degree of attention span. TikTok, I think, as a social media, the algorithm is exceptionally smart. Like I said, if I were to tell the secrets of how I've done what I've done, me and my team inside the war room, it's worth billions of dollars. So I'm not going to. But in terms of the way that all the algorithms work, TikTok's algorithm is certainly the most intelligent. It's the most intelligent, but it prioritizes and it incentivizes people to just have very low attention spans. And I think as that continues, nobody's going to sit and watch long format content anymore. Yeah. It's just the way social media is changing. The world's getting faster and faster and everything has to happen quick. That's all we care about. And even me, man, people say, do you read books? I say, I can't. They're like, why? It's too slow. I'll try. Okay. And once upon a time, no, fuck, this takes forever.
Oh, sheesh is here, baby.
Do you think the clip content is also part of the reason why, like,
and make us one more, please, bro. What flavor is this? Okay, that's fine. Well, my friends need one. They're all the way from America. You gotta give them something special, bro.
The sheesh man.
Hook them up.
Do you have anything mint?
Which one you like?
Anything mint? Like a hybrid?
Like two more. One for the big guy because he gets mad. He gets really mad. He's huge.
Yes.
Don't piss him off.
Yeah.
And then the little guy, he doesn't matter. But hit Kyle up.
Yes. Already. Yo.
Jesus.
Okay, it's all good. You're good. You're good.
Yo, Steiny can't win, bro.
Yeah.
It's okay,
Come
man.
on,
I'm joking.
man.
You're my favorite.
We're boys,
You're
bro.
my favorite.
Say that again. Say that again, please.
We heard it, dude.
I said it.
No, say it again, please.
It's already gonna be clipped up. That's enough.
Okay, so as far
that better
as far
fucking
as
get clipped
clips
up
go,
everywhere. Our editing team.
Do you think that clips at the same time helped you a ton, or also the things that got people attacking you?
Well, yeah, because people are trying to get views, right? And you get views with sensationalism. So, of course, people were finding the most sensationalist or the most controversial things I've ever said, and then weaponizing them to get as many views as possible. So, of course, that was definitely part of me being labeled a misogynist, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm not negative about anything that happened. In fact, getting banned or canceled was absolutely the best thing that's ever happened to me.
You don't regret anything.
Zero.
Because you said last time you had a 3-step plan. Was this part of the plan? Or was this
I
this a little fucking straight right hand turn?
No, it was part of the plan.
Curious about this.
I was part of the plan. And
I thought you were going to get canceled.
I knew I was going to get canceled. I said it in every podcast. I knew it was going to get canceled. I didn't expect to get canceled as hard as I was canceled. They came at me harder than I expected. I thought they'll just be like
one platform.
Delete, or not even that, or just delete my social medias. But they didn't just delete my social medias. They came from me everywhere.
Can you walk us through like how did you find out about it first? Like what was the first thing that happened? Facebook or Instagram?
Did you know it was coming too?
I 100% knew it was coming. So here's how cancellation works. Man,
someone on Instagram made that fucking
were
post,
you bummed
right?
at all when you hear this, or you're just like, fuck it, today's the day?
Bro, if I'm from the streets, think I give a fuck about an Instagram page? Think I can go pussy?
But I mean, business-wise and like that.
Business, bro.
Rumble came in with a bag or what?
I already had a bag. I had a very big bag before all that. No, the truth is this. So I knew it was coming. I absolutely knew it was coming because of how orchestrated it was. The only thing, and I'll state this at the beginning, the only reason I'm upset by being canceled is because I've expired one of my lives. because first you get canceled, then they make up a reason to put you in jail. And if that fails, they kill you. So now I'm down to my last 2 lives, which is also why while I'm answering this question, I'm still being careful how I'm answering it. I'm not telling you
Scary
everything.
shit.
It's scary because they've given me the warning and I'm still running my mouth.
Yeah.
So that's scary. But here's how cancellation works. So I knew it was going to happen because there's very, very orchestrated attacks. So NGOs and charities and all these other non-profit organizations, which of course are profited by the government for whatever reason, you can go down the conspiracy theory hole, or it's not a conspiracy theory. You can go down and talk about how foreign policy works, how we install a charity in a foreign country and that charity supports a particular political opponent. And that's how we control all the world, right? So all these NGOs, which are non-government organizations, are controlled by the government. NGOs and charities start hitting me in sync. So I went to bed one night. Every single night before I go to bed, I get a report on all my media and everything. That I went to bed one night, I was not in any news articles. I went to sleep at maybe midnight Bucharest time. I woke up at 10 a.m. and I was in about 150 news publications saying I'm a misogynist with basically the same article rewritten, the same words, slightly different order, slightly different picture, the same day. Bang, misogynist. 150 articles from Australia to Norway to America to England, everywhere. Same day. Then they hit me with the LGBTQ thing. At like 25 or 30 of the largest LGBTQ.
What was that? What was that for?
Saying I'm dangerous to women and I'm dangerous and that I'm intolerant in general. So I must be intolerant of them, even though I never said anything homophobic on a podcast.
Well, you said you wouldn't give CPR to a male.
I would never give CPR to my friend that's gay. It's a joke. Bro.
Yeah,
it's a fucking joke. So
well, that's a thing. That's
so that's what I mean. Was a lot of the shit you said just a joke?
No, but you can
because that's how I took it.
Anyone who can't tell when I'm genuinely making a joke and really is going to sit there and believe that I'm going to let my friend die. Well, then they're just a low IQ.
Have you said that before? That some of the shit you said was kind of trolling?
I don't have to. Like we're all sitting here laughing.
Well, I mean, I feel like I know when you're trolling. Like,
but we're also in the game.
And I think it's. I guess, yeah.
One thing.
But so hold on, I gotta address this real quick.
Hold on, I got something. No, hold on, bro. I got something.
Damn.
Did you ever? Did you ever at one point underestimate how powerful your influence was?
Okay.
Where you're like Jesus, because there was a point where
how could you not?
Me and my friends used to be like, yo. You can fucking have multiple girls, and you might not have said that directly, but you had that kind of effect.
That's his fucking question.
That's a good question, no?
It is a good question, but
why are you overcoming me?
Because I'm just saying the reason why I'm gonna play the devil's advocate.